Hello. Ooh, hello. My headphone mic was in the wrong place. And it's two hellos. Go, hello. I'm doing good today. How are you? Aaron, Kirk, and Farming Boy. Hello, hello, hello. How are all you guys today? I've had a long day, so it might be a bit weird. I'll be straight up with you. I woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning. So I might, I might be a bit lackadaisical and tired sounding, because I am quite tired today. But, hey, did I move my PC? No. It's in the same place that it's always... Well, kind of. It's moved slightly. I've moved the actual box of the PC, but I haven't moved it since yesterday. I haven't moved it since, I guess, since I rebuilt it with the case. It's been pretty much the exact same position. It's just that I opened up my blind a bit more than usual, because I realized that it's still bright for most of the stream. Looks like a different background. No, there's more light than usual. I think that's what the difference is. As we move into summer, you'll notice that the background becomes brighter and brighter. Might not. It'll change depending on the lights outside. Lighting system. Lighting system? Oh, yes, the lighting system of the sun. Yes. I told you I was tired. How am I today? Tired. I woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning, which is... I rarely see both 7 o'clocks. Well, I used to quite often, but one was bedtime. I don't usually see them both in the same go, unless I've stayed up all night, so I'm a bit tired today. I'm a bit, What do I think of Shabba's new map? Who or what, Golgo? I woke up at 7, is that a miracle? I don't know if it's a miracle or a nightmare. The bedtime one was 7 AM. Pretty much, yeah. I used to go to bed at 7 AM and wake up at like 2 PM. Now I'm going to bed at just after midnight. Between midnight and like 2 AM. La Coronella. No, I haven't had a look at it. Basic rule for the channel, Go. If you don't see a map on the channel, I haven't had a look at it, so... Seeing as it came out yesterday, and yesterday's stream was on Colonia 1990, which is a stunning map. I was on TeamSpeak last night recommending everybody play it. And, or at least give it a look, because it is stunning and I love it. It's one of those rare ones that's just like, yes, everybody should play this. Macaulay, hello. Woke up at human hours. What is it? Yes, I've been waking up at like 8 or 9 AM most days the last few weeks. It's just that 7 AM was a bit of a shock to my system, considering I went to bed at like 2 AM. Was just like, oh, my body has decided human time. But I am getting better at like bed and wakey times. Although I need to get eggs and bakey for wakey eggs and bakey. Ooh, the sausage. Ooh, I may have an idea for my breakfast tomorrow. 7 AM is late for you? What the hell? I just inhaled too quickly. I just like inhaled a swimming pool's worth of air in a femtosecond. Good grief. 7 AM is really early for me. Like, my natural time to go to bed is like 3 or 4 AM usually. If I leave it unchecked, I go to bed at like 3 or 4 AM and wake up in the kind of noonish. And that's the way my body just is. But I've been kind of a bit rigid with myself, where like if it's 2 AM and I'm not in bed, I get angry at myself now. Just trying to get a more human sleeping pattern together. You normally wake up about 3:30 a.m? Oh, good grief. No, I couldn't do that. Been out of work for a month and your sleeping pattern's messed up. Yeah, there's the problem, Macaulay, is like, this is my work. Well, this is usually, up until recently, my work. And when you don't have a reason to get up early, you just don't. You stay in bed, you be lazy. But I've been getting smart with it and using the daytime to, number one, look for a full-time job, and number two, work on stuff for the Science Channel. Now if I get a full-time job, well, something's gonna give, and it's probably gonna be the fact that I don't know what's gonna give when I get a full-time job, but something will. Possibly my sanity. Hey, Toxic Plays. The Science Channel video is coming along. I was working on the script today. I wrote about 2.25 pages worth of script. I'll probably get back on it after the stream. I still have it open, actually. Even when you didn't have to work in summers, you still woke around 7 AM. Better be drinking milk. Tons of tea, Toxic. Lots of tea. I'm on my... Is it my second cup today? Second cup today, yes. In my thermos, which is Rainbow Dave branded. Because, you know I got a shill. No, in all seriousness, it's a really good thermos, and I genuinely use it constantly. It gets a hot rinse to warm it up, and then a cup of tea in it. Milk is so good. I put milk in my tea. Also, tea is effectively flavored water. It's leaf flavored water, which is healthy. Only two you drink 6 to 10. Bear in mind, Joshua, I'm drinking 2 while, like, reading, writing, and typing. And it's 2 so far. I'll probably have another 1 or 2 again. Tea is the devil's juice. Okay. Am I getting Sandy Bay before it's released? You know as much as I do, Macaulay. Straight up. I don't know. From what I've heard, this is through Landy, Oxy's gonna give it to, like, one person before release. He won't tell anybody who that one person is. So, Oxy is the only person who knows who's getting Sandy Bay. That's the honest truth of the situation. Although I'm sure somebody will decide that I'm lying, and I already have it. And no, if you watch me on Discord, I very rarely open up Farm Sim. It's usually just... Where's Land yet? He's not streaming anymore. He is gonna stream as and when he wants to, Joshua. He is right now at work. I think Dagger's got it or getting it, said on his Facebook page. Oh, was it Dagger getting it? Okay. That was the obvious choice. We, kind of presumed as much. Here's the Harvest stream. Yeah, the Harvest stream was a couple of streams ago. Though I am planning, once we get this field cultivated, and... Actually, I might... Do I throw slurry or manure onto this field? Because we have excessive amounts of manure still, and we still have, like, hideous... and increasing amounts of slurry. Manure? Slurry? I wish YouTube had, like, live in-stream polls. The one that is most. Yes, I want to use the manure. Like, the manure is not going to go up anymore. That's the way that I'm thinking, is the manure is not going anywhere. So... whereas the slurry is constantly increasing. So if I use the manure, it's just getting rid of the pile, and if I need some extra, I can throw some manure on both. Why not both? Well, yeah, that's my point, is use the manure to just use the rest of it, and then slurry everything after that. Because I've got no way of I've intentionally got no way of producing manure, because cows without straw in seasons produce slurry only. And that's actually far more convenient, because it's less hassle to deal with. I don't know the song at all. Why not both? The best kind of thing. Toxic, stop with the caps, dude. I can see your messages without the all caps. Hey, Frederick, how's it going today, dude? I know that you're memeing Toxic, but like, it's very distracting to see a message come up in all caps. Hey, David, I am doing pretty good. How about you? And Frederick, I'm doing good. Brody, hello. Gonna stop giving the cow straw because you weigh too much manure. Honestly, like, I would say don't bother with straw in seasons, other than making TMR. Because manure, you gotta do like 17 extra steps over slurry, where it's just like, hey, the cows are producing slurry. Just leave it in the slurry pit. My ear is really itchy and it's irritating. There we go. Hello, Angry. Why are you angry today, Angry? What has you angry? I was a bit frazzled earlier, and then I went to annoy the cats. Thank you, Carturix. Cart, just FYI, the server is currently broken apparently, so I'll fix that after the stream. I also need to message Nitrado about it, because the server's running out this week. So yeah, two things I need to do after the stream. First off, I'll actually message Nitrado first, because sometimes they take down the server to reboot it, so, you know, good. You are angry. Is it because it's Tuesday? Is it because I had delicious chicken noodle soup just before the stream? Is it because I have tea? Is it because the rings of Saturn are pointing in slightly the wrong direction this week? T equals bad. T is good, dude. Send your PS4 hard drive using an external 2 turbo. My sister's done the same thing. My sister for Christmas wanted an external hard drive because she wanted to extend her PS4 memory. Marcel and Hamster, two rare appearances at once. You're in cahoots. Hello. You finally got around to deleting your Snapchat. I never use my... like, if people start seeing my Snapchats, I would never know. Because, like, the only person that I talk to regularly that's on my Snapchat is Sim. And I guess I do-scap as well. I don't talk to him too regularly. Giga. Yeah, Giga, because... wow, that's really annoying. You guys can't see this. Maybe you can on the stream. But, the restream chat that I use, which is embedded in OBS, which is brilliant, it makes eyes look like L's, and it's really, really annoying. Are there any noticeable changes in the class update? Yes, one very noticeable change. You can now actually refuel the Scorpion, so thoroughly recommend the update for non-electric Scorpion. ASG. And there were like some sound changes. Whatever happened to Eddie? He has been busy. He's I don't know if he's still doing it, but last I spoke to him, he was on boats regularly. How the hell did you update the class pack? Well, I look different. I haven't done anything different today. You're the second person to say things look different. So I'm wondering, there's extra light in my room, that might be it. David, are you on, what version of the game do you have? Like Steam, CD, Epic? You wouldn't have Epic. CD, Steam, direct download from Giants. Which version of the DLC even? CDC, you got... Okay, so, should you get the class DLC? I recommend it. It's got a bit of everything. So, David, if you go onto the Giants website, where the mod hub is, etc., up on the top right-ish, there's a little bar. Yeah, you got it on the website. There's a little bar on the top right, and it says Updates. If you click Platinum DLC version 1.2, it'll bring you to a page where you've got to put in the key that you were sent when you bought the DLC. And you put in your key, it'll give you a download, bring you to a download page for the update very quickly. And then you download it, it's an executable, you just click run and it's done. And it'll say DLC installed correctly or successfully or something similar to that, because I can't remember. I very rarely update things. Has life been treating me pretty meh? I mean, good and bad and up and down and left and right and sometimes in circles. One person doesn't believe you even though you sent them a screenshot of the email saying there was a login. I mean, they don't need to believe you. If they don't want to believe you, that's fine. They can be wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinions regardless of how wrong they are. Where can you get the DLC in the game for less? Nowhere. At the moment. If you want to get things for less, I mean, you can totally wait for a Steam sale. But honestly, like, the Giants version of the game, direct download, is a really good way, because Giants get a bit more money. Or if you don't want to faff with updates, like I was just going through for David, you can just buy it on Steam. Or I guess Epic. One of the two. Steam version is more officially supported, because apparently Epic did something weird to game files. Is what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but it's what I've heard. I know that the Epic version was weird when it launched, so yeah, there is at least a pinch of truth to that matter. Alien, the blabbermouth of the year group. I mean, who cares what people think? You got it for free on Epic. You got the game for free on Epic? I mean, if you got the game for free on Epic, the DLC, I think, is being sold on Epic. I'm not sure. But you could totally buy from the website to get the DLC. Yes, cheat and super speed doesn't work on the Epic version. That's because... Oh, there's no way... yes! There's no way to edit the launch properties on the Epic version. Oh, it does? Yeah, you've got to edit the launch properties on Epic. It's slightly different. I'm gonna guess that it's something similar to the Steam method where you just like change launch properties to dash cheats. Also, you got to enable dev controls as well through the XMLs. You can add launch options. There we go. It's the Steam method then. It's not the desktop client method. Finally fixed my farm sim. Very nice, Aaron. Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't aware you could add launch options. Then again, the only games that I've launched from the Epic launcher are Satisfactory, which I haven't played in forever, and Kingdom Come Deliverance, which was free a couple of weeks ago and is really good. And I've only played it once, but I need to get back to playing that actually at some point. I might play that Saturday. I take Saturdays as like my random game day. Same. It's like, I just get the free games. I want to pad like my games for like, well, for when I'm sick. It's nice to have like 5,000 games that I could potentially play. Can you do launch options with the Giants version? Yes, but it's a faff. You have to change the properties and stuff of the. I can't remember exactly what it is, but there is a way to do it with the Giants version. Gotta love Satisfactory. I've not played that in a while. I also have Factorio, which, honestly, of the two, I'm more likely to play Factorio, because it feels less faffy. Kind of. I'm much the same, Yanis. Basically, my only gaming time is the streams. So at the moment, the only games I play are Farm Sim and X-Plane. So speaking of, I need to do my X-Plane research for tomorrow. Nuts. I may end up flying something silly. Or something weird. Possibly Etihad again. Because reasons. Oh, there's not many options in that area. It's like either Saudi or Etihad. Take your pick. Or fly Dubai in a 737. Is it command line options? I can't remember exactly what it is, Liam. Fly Cessna? I totally could, Aaron. I've got a couple of 172s. Problem with 172s is they're hella slow. Your trouble, some nasty stuff got sent to people? Oh dear. From Heathrow to Paris? I've been there, done that. And the routes are preordained for the X-Plane streams. Steam has where you can put in CD... No, you can't put in CD game codes. Giga. Steam, the... Enter a code is for Steam only. You have to buy a Steam code. You can't just use CD game codes. Unless the game specifically tells you it's a code that will work on Steam, it will not work on Steam. That's kind of the way that it works. I'm not hoping to explain tonight and take the thumbnail for tomorrow a bit early. Just out of out of my own ease. My own ease, it would be nice, so I might do that. Because then I can be lazy for like an extra half hour tomorrow. And by lazy, I mean do extra work. I in a way, I miss the days where I did nothing all day except sleep, and then got up and was like, hey, I'm gonna game now. And I'm just like, hey, I've gotta do all this work that I don't actually have to do, but it's keeping me sane, so I'm going to do it anyway. And then Simulator Gaming decides to start spamming my DMs on Discord, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to do something. Leave me alone. Those are my days now. Like, I get up, have tea, and probably toast. Or some noodles, depending on my mood. Sometimes noodles. Sometimes toast. You're in a bad mood now? It's a day ending in the letter Y, Alex. Of course you're in a bad mood. You have the worst luck of anybody I know. Monday, cat is being harassed and you are angry. Tuesday, Snapchat has been hacked and you are angry. Beyond bad mood. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Which is the best FS19 server? I don't know about public servers. I mean, I've got one, but you need to download a butt ton of mods. Which, if you're new to the game, you're honestly better off just playing single player for a while and then learning as you go. Hey, Julian. And Kian. To be fair, my server's for people who know what they're doing and know how to screw it up in the right ways. Maybe not good for somebody to try and learn the game on. Let's face it. Let's not talk about the virus. I've been reading about it literally all day. I don't want to talk about it now. You've played on the server? Ah. That's the one rule I'm gonna put in chat is just no, like the new main rule is don't mention the COVID. Hey Richard, how's it going, dude? A long time ago, yeah. But server right now, apparently not. I've been told it is a bit borked. The mods have been complaining. What's the super speed command and dev control? You need to turn cheats on and then start running. There's no dev controls like button to press. You just it's cheat run effectively. You getting banned? No. The mods are aware of my new rule as of yesterday, where I got so annoyed I was just like, okay, no more talk of it. And I did a hell of a lot more work on it today, on something today to do with it. So I'm just like, I've been reading about it all day. I don't want to talk about it in my chill time, which is what this now effectively is. Just search for it, can't find it. Oh, it must be down. Ugh. Cheat mode is working. Does super speed work? Yes. Yes, it does. Then you get a free pass every time. Your message will just be deleted. I'm not going to ban somebody for, because like people know that I've got a science degree and that I know about science and medical stuff. So it's kind of a logical assumption that they're going to ask me about the big medical sciencey news. But I don't want to talk about it because I'm literally working on a project for the Science Channel about it. So my patience with the whole thing is very thin right now. Sunny but cold in Shetland. It is much the same here, actually. Lovely clear skies. Now that I've got the blind or the blind open, more I can see. I mean, yeah, timeouts are probably the worst you'll get by continuing to bring it up, but like, I'm straight up, you're not gonna get banned for it. Looks like it's the bigger Mux player. Yep, that's the plan. I was just emptying this one out so that I could sell it. I've got a science channel. Yes and no. Yes, but there are no videos. I'm literally working on video 1. Which if you're in the Discord is why I've been silent so much lately. Like, uncharacteristically so. Like, I'll be in bursts and then just disappear for several hours and then appear again before a stream. It's like, hey, did you know I stream? I need to chill out now. I'm slightly concerned that the script for the first video is going to turn into a novel. No, I don't want to repaint it. I want to sell it. Yes, for 29 grand. Good. Do you want to breed? No. How much is this all? 11.4. I mean, that's slightly bigger. But honestly, this is probably a better solution. Michelin. Trelleborgs are a bit more fitting. Is there a third option? No. And their beacon light. Beacon light, yes. Oh, I'm deaf in my left ear. I've. Joys. My tinnitus has decided that I'm now deaf in my left ear. Experience on PDP controllers? As in like console controllers, I used to have a PDP Afterglow. Very, very good controller. Granted, it was an Xbox 360 controllers. Can't speak of the Xbox One ones. Don't have one of those. But I had an Afterglow for 360. That was my old controller, the one that had all the green LEDs. Very good. Worked very well, and then just died suddenly. So I guess negative for the PDP controllers is when they do die, they just go. There's no warning. Did I remember to get rid of the big? Ooh. Apparently so. Chat by any chance? What? Oh, for how long did I have it? I had it for like 3 or 4 years. And was using it most days and kind of abusing it. I wasn't particularly kind to it ever, so... it lasted pretty well. And then something failed in it. I don't know what, but something failed, and it died one day. If chat has any experience, I don't know. But like PDP is a fairly popular company, so I'd imagine a few people. You know, if you're in chat and you've had a PDP branded controller before, let Julian know. Pretty sure you enjoy it for a while. Yeah, I mean, they last a few years, and then there is a chance that they just suddenly die out of nowhere. But I mean, that's the risk you take with anything you buy. Where it's just like, it works, it's dead. Oh. Right. Let's get some... No, this. Yes. Let's get some manure into the manure. Muck boy. Get a PDP for a couple of years. Yeah, like, they're pretty good controllers. The buttons, from memory, weren't like as good as on an Xbox One controller. They weren't as kind of tactile or tight, but like you knew you were pressing them when you were pressing them. Try to find out who it was or what. I mean, there's no way you will know who it was, Alex. This is your issue. How do you find out who it was? Do you go around asking literally everybody, hey, did you hack my Snapchat? Everybody's gonna answer no. There's no way to find that out. Hey, 2019, what are my thoughts on Dance Monkey? What? I'm doing good today, 2019. Tired, but good. You know, I don't think I've heard anybody actually having a bad experience with a PDP controller now that I think about it. The song, I have never heard it, I don't think. I might have, but I don't do pop culture. I do memes and stupid. Those are my specialties. Pop culture, not so much. Most of my music listening is during streams, and I can barely hear it over the sound of tractors. I should probably turn Pretzel up a bit. I just made you buy a PDP. So, a PDP, hit me up for the sponsorship, yo. I will gladly accept endless controllers. Or just like one. Don't want to go back to Oak. Don't know which Oak. What map should you start? I mean, Shamrock Valley is really good. Colonia 1990 is spectacular. Osina I really like as well. Dance Monkey became a meme. If it's not Rasputin or German dance metal, Dave won't let. I mean, that's kind of true. Or Hosier. I do like Hosier. Which cab is more detailed. Can you link the PDP controller? No, because I've got links disabled. Only mods can link. It's to prevent various bots that decide to keep appearing in YouTube, so I apologize, but because of spam bots, no. The Dance Monkey song. No, I get. You still can't link it. It literally won't let you. And there's no way for me to override that. It is like a YouTube setting that I have set. Yeah, the only way you can send a link is by using the dedicates command, because it makes Nightbot send a link. If you use the !merch command as well, you can indirectly link. Shameless plug. Mr. Landy stream. To be fair, 2019. I have bad days while I'm streaming, and it's like I get really assy when I do. Today could be one of them. I don't know. Discord command, I think, is mod only. Merch command isn't. I know that. See you, Julian. Hello, Sylvan. There we go. High speed. I keep forgetting that I've got my merch link just as buy things. Doesn't work. Yes, it does. I can literally see that it's worked. Hey, Martins. Long time no see indeed. Nightbot woke up. Be more patient. Nightbot lags a lot. You just goes on. Yeah, if I'm having a spectacularly bad day, I'll just cancel streams. Warp to ludicrous speed with class. No. My tea tastes off, and I'm slightly concerned. I'm dead tomorrow. Blame my cup of tea. I'm enjoying the dance music that I got going in the background, the EDM. If you have a bad day, away in Discord. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was having a pretty bad day. Today I guess I am too, because I'm just hella tired. But you know, these days happen. Plus, today is because you like the music in the background. Yeah, I'm liking the beats. No party like a Mojang party. It's Minecraft style music, yo. It's just Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, this is Minecraft. Alex will understand that reference, or anybody who like listens to Rammstein. Excuse me, I just did a Minecraft cover of Mine Tile. Therefore, you're having the best day. The best day. Anything that happens in real life doesn't count anymore. Only streams. No. Yanis with the brutally honest assessment of that cover. No. Just no. No. Dave, no. Stop. No. Please, Dave, no. Just no. No, 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 no. 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 Right. Back to the yard, because it's empty. Remember Minecraft once changed to the Game of Thrones theme? Okay. I've not played Minecraft in years. I might reinstall Minecraft at some point and play it, but I've got a few other games I want to play first, including like Crusader Kings 2, which is always something that I go to when I'm like tired at night. I'm like, I want to do murder sprees, but also not play Grand Theft Auto. Crusader Kings, let's start a war and kill thousands. Sometimes we have a good day. Watch Dave have a bad one. Hang on, what's the great demand for? Hang on, we might be changing plans here. What's the great demand? Oh, it's barley. Never mind. Also, do we have stupid amounts of milk again? 4,000 liters. That's not stupid, but I do need to worry about that. Best murder games. That is true. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon is just a very good series for murdering people. Because they don't actually die. They just kind of bounce around a bit and then they're like, that was fun. I may or may not have died, but it was fun. I think it's now clear, by the way, that when I thought we had over 100,000 litres of manure, we actually did. Like, we definitely did. So, kinda glad that I swapped the cows over to being slurry producers. Also, this farm is like 90% organic. Just, you know, FY informations. Like, I use herbicide, but that's literally it. It's all manure and slurry. Epic fail is what you just said, what? And then you jump on AC. Yeah. That's something I might get back into as well, is like Assetto Corsa. And try and figure out what the hell the physics of R-Factor are trying to do. Because I've got the wheel working again, so I can do that kind of stuff. It's just I can't be bothered setting up during like on a day where I'm streaming because it's already faff enough. Just one of those lives, you know. Especially when I'm like trying to work as much as I can. So Like, I'll work until 4, half 4-ish, and then be like, okay, time to stream. And then I'll start getting set up. Also, Yanis, I don't know if you saw it yet, but Jimmy Broadbent has a new video with the Radical. Got your AC looking nice with your FPS of 48 FPS. Next time I'm on AC, remind me to set the challenge. Yes, because there is a challenge that I have come up with that is devilishly evil. So yeah, I've seen the thumbnail, I haven't watched it, so I'm in the same situation. Tractor that can handle. 2019 farming. Dobry, you're from Poland. Welcome along, Davey. So my challenge, I'll say it now, Yanis, is the Tub of Death and Spa. No, not Spa. The Lotus 98T. 100% boost. The Nordschleife. The Tub of Hyperdeath. And Nords. Good luck. Dude, I can control that thing. It's all throttle control in the 98T. Just need to be aware of what revs you're at and where the boost kicks. It's possible in 10 minutes safely. I'll set a lap over the weekend, Yanis. Granted, I will have like half an hour practice required because I've not driven a set of course in quite a while. So I need to get back into the heel toe and all that kind of stuff. And make sure that my pedals are actually comfortable for where they are. But yeah, something like the Lotus 98T to 100% boost in a set of Corsa. It's insane, sure, but it's all down to just managing revs effectively. At least you have some nice screenshots of high-speed crashes. You play on keyboard, don't you, Yanis? Or do you have a wheel? Because if you have a wheel, I have one more limitation. And that limitation is no assists. Oh, keyboard, yeah, then you can use like TC and stuff. Because otherwise it will just be death. But if you want to take on the challenge in a set of course, a Lotus 98T, 100% boost, no assists, Nordschleife, go as fast as you can. You already driving no assists? Fart. Okay, real talk. I've got a bit of an upset stomach today, so I apologize for the very loud fart that was a lot louder than I actually anticipated. Because that was real. Masks up. That wasn't a sound effect, Janice. That was very loud. It doesn't help though, I got a compressor on my mic which makes all this quiet stuff louder. But yeah, that was incredibly loud. Oh no, I'm both embarrassed and entertained by that. So I apologize, but also not. Can I end the stream here, guys? Can I just, like, be done for the day now? Because I'm genuinely embarrassed by that. I'm so sorry. I maybe should have put my glasses into their box. Just looked outside, you thought you heard thunder. Oh dear. I think I've killed Yanis by mistake. Get. I may have killed 2019 farming in a completely different way. Right, there we go. Yanis, if it's any consolation, stop drinking the tea, because that's it. No, my stomach's just a bit everywhere today, so I do apologize for that, but, like, it was outside of my control. I'll mute my mic next time, apparently. Hey, Alfie. It's tea, it's safe. Wait, no! I'm surprised Oxy hasn't given me Sandy Bay. I mean, Dan, straight up, I know some of you guys expect me to get stuff, but, like, as far as I'm concerned, it's Oxy's map. He can do what he likes with it. Not in a nasty way. Like, if he doesn't want to give me a map early, then he doesn't want to give me a map early, and he has his own reasons for it. I actually know his reasons for, like, holding back with a lot of people this time. But, like, it's his decision, his map, his rules. Whenever he gives a map and says, hey, you can do this but not this, then we just, you know, somebody gives me a map and tells me to jump, I ask how high. I'm not going to disrespect them by ignoring what they want done with the map. But if somebody doesn't want to give me a map, I'm not going to get upset over it. I think I've been through this a few times where, like, I'm gonna play Sandy Bay regardless. You guys know that. So when I start playing it is really no big deal. Granted, getting it early would be more convenient because I could have setup time when I'm chilling and not have to be in a massive rush the day that it releases or whatever, but Just know whenever it's out, I'll be playing it. I may even rearrange streams to do it. How am I? I'm pretty good. Today, bit up, bit down, bit in the middle. It'll be a good map, like, yeah. I'll probably get rid of Colonia for Sandy Bay. As much as I like Colonia, Sandy Bay, I've got some fun ideas on what I can do with it. That are very me. So, I mean, maybe you guys are looking forward to that. Maybe you guys are horrified that I've come up with ideas that are very me. And quite silly. But they're ideas and they'll be unique-ish. Because I did tell Landy the plan, and he may do the same. Or similar, if he wants to stream. But he's more or less quit at this point. Because he's got a full-time job, so he doesn't need YouTube money anymore, which must be nice. Sub Shamrock to MP. Honestly, like, Colonia is kind of intended as a short-term map. I chose a small map intentionally because I wanted it to be short-term. Shamrock I enjoy too much to do multiplayer. Like this save specifically. And Sandy Bay, I've got ideas. How is Landy? Landy is good. He hasn't been complaining too much, so all is going well. Another project. Yeah, there's a real kind of tidal wave of Polish maps all of a sudden, and I'm not all that upset. Because Polish maps are some of the best. I was talking about that yesterday, like Polish maps are some of the most incredibly detailed maps you can get. So, I thoroughly recommend you play one of them. I don't care which one, play one, because the detail work that the Polish map makers put in, they deserve to have their maps played. Did I miss that bit there, or was it derped? Just missed it, okay. But, yeah, Polish maps, I always encourage people to play them, because there's... number one, they get to play in a different style. Number two, the maps are incredibly detailed, and they're some of the... I think some of the best for Farm Sim. You do like Polish maps? Yeah. They're some of the best. Like, genuinely. If you find a good Polish map, it's just a good map. Is the idea as amazing as the MP trailer convoy? I mean... I'm hoping Sandy Bay comes out relatively soon. Because it involves some stuff that I'll have soon. I have an idea. It's an idea. It's definitely one of my ideas. Nice chance to use some of the more unusual... Yeah, it's a good chance to just derp about with the Eastern European machinery that always looks derpy as hell. We got 30 grand. No, I won't be able to afford a new field at 30 grand. And suddenly I have a chill. A month or so. It's a bit slow. It's a bit of a long wait, unfortunately. Oh well. I'll make do. My idea can wait. See 2019 farming? My idea is going to be fun no matter when I do it, but it'll be fun. And it will annoy the snot out of people, which is, you know, twice as good. I'm hoping to see some genuine rage when people find out what the hell I've got planned. It's Serbia equipment that works. Like the 75 horsepower Ursus that is able to do 150 horsepower jobs. What else is there to do? What else there is to do is... Actually, what are the sales curves like? Oh, we're still kind of... Sunflowers are looking good to sell, but I don't think we have any... Sugarcane is just always good, but you can't grow it on this map. Yeah, it's not really a good time to sell anything. Unless I want to sell some of the cows, which is a no. So I really want to be selling the crops, and like sunflowers just die off price-wise in the early winter, but crops I really want to be selling off in like the start of midwinter-ish. Yeah, day 1 of winter. Most of the stuff from AAA Modding, yeah, AAA Modding are like the guys for Eastern European equipment. And it just works. I'm looking forward to the Burgo DLC. Yeah, because there's some nice, like some of the smaller end stuff in it is, well, the smallest cedar is interesting for like every map. 9RX I'm kind of looking forward to. The bigger stuff I have no idea how I'm going to use, but I'll figure something out. And I'm going to run off real quick for a second, so I'll just leave you with the BRB screen. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And I'm back. Seeds, yes, I was just talking about Sandy Bay. And it wasn't a fart. Jeremy had to run because tea decided to have an effect. Well, 2 cups of tea and a cup of coffee, so yeah. Is there any news on when it'll be out? No, I have no idea. I know about as much as you do, Seeds. Oh, that's empty. Right, that's a job we can do. As we just soar over the silage pit. Silage pit? That's a slurry pit, Dave. So it is. Thank you, Dave. You're welcome, Dave. Occasionally, one day you will remember what things actually are. What I'll be doing first look, if Oxy gives me the map early, yes. If not, I don't see the point in putting out a video on it. I'll just stream it that day, regardless of what day it is. Like if it's a Wednesday, I'll just cancel the flight sim stream for that day and do it a different day. Is Sandy Bay a giant snout for testing? No idea. I know as much as you guys do about Sandy Bay. You guys might know more than me. 100% on it. Like, 100% serious. Like, I said this to Landy last night, and it is true. I don't follow Farm Sim news, but I know a good mod. Like, I know where to find the good mods. Gonna go ask Witchy. She might know. Why is... Stop being gits. There we go. And I'm gonna just dump basically all of these bales in, or as many as will fit. That's 8,000 liters of hay. We got 28,000 liters of TMR. Technically, I don't need to make bales and stuff. I can just use, I can just buy it with cash monies, but I feel like it's cheaper to just use bales and whatnot. Console version will follow sometime after, just to be removed. So the odds are it'll be out on PC first. Best mod recently is Unimog from the FBM team. That's what Oxy said, Henry. Nice. Yeah, like I don't tend to bother Oxy for news, to be honest. Like I'm not. I mean this with the most respect possible. I'm not Silver, I'm not trying to give you guys news, I just want to play the game. You know, if you guys want news, go to Silver. If you want Dave play game, go to Dave to play game. You know, I don't really think about stuff all that much before it's out. Once it comes out, then I'll, I guess, care. But if I can't play with it, I don't care. In the nicest way possible. Like, Sandy Bay is gonna be awesome, but until it's out, or I have it, or you know, whichever happens first, I really just, you know, it's gonna be awesome, but I ain't playing it right now. I don't particularly. Dave play game. You know, it's true though, Liam. Like over the last couple of years, how much news have I actually brought you guys that I've gone out and looked for? Like sometimes I'll dig something up, because I've got a vendetta against someone for some reason. You know, occasionally I do that, where I've decided somebody's wrong and I need to dig up all the info to prove it, and then I'll give you guys news because, hey, I've proven somebody wrong. Didn't mean to offend me. Oh no, dude, I'm not offended. Like, I'm straight up telling you, don't come to me looking for news, because I won't have any. You guys will often know more than me. Quite often, if I am given news, somebody's saying, hey, between you and me, this thing. So I'm hardly gonna disseminate that kind of information. Hey, Arnegger. Like, I knew about Shamrock long before it was announced back in 17. Yeah, Mr. Movie, nice one, Lou. Hey, Walsh. I'm doing good, Aaron. How are you doing? 64,000 liters should be... like, just like... a hell of a lot of hay. Some straw. All of the silage. We're gonna fast forward time a bit now, so you know what that means. It's time for Let's Feed the Cows. Everybody's favorite section of gameplay, where we feed the cows repeatedly because we need to skip forward like 3 days. Hi Oh, that's filling actually. It's... Crows, that's not how... That's not how... That's not how sheds work. I'm fairly certain that's not how sheds tend to work. Especially not Captain Vertigo, who's stuck in the roof. Oop! The other one's decided to derp. What are these crows doing? Let me show you the dance of my people. Yeah, well, Welch has his priorities correct. Family first, then like fancy things that would be nice. It sucks that your hard drive's dead though, dude. I would actually say though, don't get an SSD, get just like a standard hard drive. You can get much more storage and for fairly reliable. Well, fairly reliable for cheap. You don't have to break the bank on getting a new hard drive. Have I the Dominator edit from FPM? No. Also, if somebody is editing the Dominator from the DLC, I'm not sure where that stands in terms of being allowed. Because yes, it was a pre-order bonus, but it was technically part of the DLC. So I'm not entirely sure. You literally cried yesterday. Dude. Like, you can get a pretty decent hard drive for $50. I can it's a mod though, but it was part of the DLC. Like, there's no way to know which way, what way where. It's, oh yeah, crap, I forgot to sell the milk. Let's sell some milk, because hooray, milk. Malk needs seal. I'm not saying RN that it's not allowed, I'm saying that I have no idea where it stands, because you don't have $50. Save up, dude. Save up, like, I don't know, $10 a month. $10 a week, whatever, you can afford to save up. Because, like, you deserve nice things too. As much as you want to spend every penny you have on your daughter, you know, you do deserve nice things and you deserve time to chill at the end of the day. And hard drive and computer allow you to do that. Can't say FPM hacking DLC. They didn't. I mean, it is like it is a mod. Like, it's technically a mod. It's also technically part of the DLC. So it's difficult to say where the pre-order bonuses ever stand. I know the Giants don't allow them to be edited and put on the mod hub, which that's perfectly fine by me. I just don't know where it stands, like, ethically. Is it okay? Is it, like, not naughty? You gonna lose everything? I mean, if you want to spend a bit extra, you can probably do hard drive retrieval, but that can be pricey at times. Would it be in the PDLC? No, it goes into your mod folder. That's where it gets complicated, RN. Like, it doesn't go into PDLC, it goes into your mod folder. How'd you get your GLCs from Giants? Assuming you still have the keys, you can reuse the keys. The keys aren't single use. I think you get like 5 uses per key, and then it's killed. But then you can email Giants and just say, hey, could I get more uses on my key, please? Because I've used them all. Also, my hard drive died. I'm using the DLC. What? Did you punch the fireplace? I blew up a PSU and a motherboard before at the same time. Don't know what you did with them? They should be in your emails, dude. You get emailed the keys, remember? So just search Giants. If you search Giants or DLC, you will find the keys. Unless you deleted them, in which case you're... I'm not entirely sure. And I mentioned that I did something incredibly dumb, and I'm not going to repeat what I did, because it's that dumb. Did something that shouldn't have been possible. You've done worse to your PS4. You've done worse than completely breaking it. You got lucky. I got lucky because it was when I was installing the 980 for the first time. I got lucky that I didn't blow that up, or shortly after I got the 980. So like, I could have done a hell of a lot more damage than I've gone the wrong way. And Sori's claims are high in Shamrock these days, ha! Sorry, English lessons. I'm sorry. I make fun of myself when I misspell things, so I keep making fun of other people, and then forgetting that they might have dyslexia. And remembering when I'm done making fun of them, so I do apologize, Liam. It should be sorry. Dude, spend a bit of money on yourself. You deserve nice things. After you build the PC, put in Windows, do you have to download drivers if you don't want to overclock? Downloading drivers just allows things to work, or an agree. Like, it's not you download drivers so you can overclock it, so you download drivers so the damn thing will work in the first place. Like, like every couple of weeks I get a notification from Nvidia, new drivers available. Welcome back, Angry Lander Lewis. That didn't work. I tried for a joke and it didn't work. Alex Langry? No. Alex Anger Lewis. There we go. Where'd you find drivers? They're usually pre-installed. Like, just plugging something in will install drivers for it, usually. Would a terabyte be enough? I mean, I'd say maybe go 2 or 3. I've got 3 in my machine, but I want more. A terabyte is what most laptops come with now, so I mean, it'd be enough to work from. 2 would give you a bit of breathing room. 3 would be like... 3 would be more than enough. I've got both. I've got a 150 gig SSD, which Windows is installed on, and a 3 terabyte hard drive. The oldie disk one. You had 2 in it already. Like, I would say go 2 terabytes because it just gives you a bit of breathing room. Especially if it's like what you had in it already. You got a laptop that came with 100 gigs of storage. My laptop came with, I think it was 2 or 3 gigs, maybe 10 of a hard drive. Is it hard to manage having SSD and an HDD? No. You just tell people. You just tell like various programs what drive to install to. And most things now, my computer's realizing most things will default to the D drive, which is my hard disk drive. HDD for everything, yeah, very easily managed. Where would you like to install this? Big, please. Big. Okay, we will install this on big. I do need to try and figure out what the hell is taking up so much room in my SSD though, because something's taking up all of the space. Could it be a different file folder? It'd be different, like it'd be all different file folders and whatnot, like, but it's honestly fine. Solid Dempo, I've done the same thing again. Hello. Yes, you deleted that so quickly it never actually appeared. Well done. Or it never. Well, it appears as deleted by you on my side, but I don't see it on the restream chat, so I approve. Solid Dempo, this is a weird question, but is it the first time you're loading it up, like loading the game up for the day? Like, have you opened up Farm Sim before now to load up into Shamrock? Because if not, honestly, first load takes an age. It's, like for me, if I'm loading up the game into a map for the first time of the day, yep, there's your problem. First load. You got a lot of mods installed, and it's the first load of the day. The game is just kind of complaining at you that you've got a few you've got a lot of mods. Just sit there for the few minutes that it'll take to load them all up. And you'll notice that after that, it'll load pretty quickly. But if you only open up Farm Sim once per day, you'll think that it's a consistent thing that Farm Sim takes an age to load, and I don't know why. No, it's just first load issues, yo. I have that exact problem. It's just like, okay, open up Farm Sim, let it wait for a minute or two, get into game. Load into the map, wait for a minute or two, and then I can start playing. Or setting up, or taking a screenshot or whatever. Yeah, first launch of the day is always slow because it's having to load up caches and whatnot, and after that you're fine. You'll try again. Yeah, just be patient with it, Silent. It's just a thing that happens. It's a thing that the game gets a bit angry because you got a lot of mods. You know, give it time. I've heard people waiting. Granted, not in Farm Sim, but up to 15 minutes for a map to load, and like Transport Fever, I've heard of somebody waiting 15 minutes for a save to load. Windows on SSD games, yeah, and Steam on the HDD as well. You just throw everything onto the disk drive that's slower, but is bulk. I do exactly that. Happens on ETS2, yeah. Happens on pretty much every game. It's just that sometimes you don't notice it because the game it has like it just has slow loading screens. I know in Kerbal Space Program I had a modded version going for a little while, and I'd literally like open it up, go downstairs, make a cup of tea. I think at one point I went for a shower and came back upstairs and it still hadn't loaded. How much are the 3 gigabyte? 3 gigabyte? 3 gigabyte HDD, you'd be better off buying a memory pen at this point. 3 terabyte, you'd be probably looking at about €100. Thereabouts. Maybe a bit less. It's just Shamrock. It shouldn't take any longer than any other map. I mean, if you're looking for 3 gigabytes, USB pen is... I've got a 64 gig one, I think it is. Or 128 gig. I got from Giants. When you get up to terabytes, you're wanting to get, like... You're wanting to spend about €100 thereabouts. I haven't looked at prices lately though, so I don't know what the actual prices are. Did you get... Yeah, I don't know why I keep turning left there. It's just like, we're left is clearly... No, right, Dave, right. What's funny is, And this has apparently been studied. Right-handed people, when they go through a door, tend to turn right. Left-handed people tend to turn left. How should 2 terabytes be? Probably 75-ish? €80 for 3, €40 for 1. So you'd be looking at about 60 to 70 for 2. I'd go for 3 personally. I'd spend the 80. Get a 2 terabyte or get a 3 terabyte hard drive and have more breathing room. Then again, I'd spend 150 and get like a 5 terabyte. So. Would it be confusing having 2 hard drives? Not much more confusing than like having a CD drive and a hard drive. Or back when I started using computers, a CD drive, a floppy disk drive, maybe even 2 floppy disk drives, and a hard drive. Like, the number of drives in an average computer hasn't really dipped. It's just that most people now are replacing what used to be a CD drive or a floppy drive with a solid state drive. You'd be very lost having to. You wouldn't be. You wouldn't. Like, it would take you all of 10 minutes to figure it out. How much slurry is in the deep end of this? Oh, how much slurry is it? Got stuck in the tank? How much, that's not the right hotkey. 100 and, oh god. 198,000 liters of slurry. We need more fields. We actually need more fields. 80 gig, good lord. My first PC had 30, and that was big. How much is Field 4? 48 grand. Field 4 would be perfect, though. Field 4, if and when I buy it, is going to go into a crop field. And then, like, Field 19 will probably also be crop. Don't actually know what to do with all the slurry I've got. Obviously use it to fertilize, but it's going to get very silly very quickly. Because I'm still trying to use the manure. Also, the cows are just producing milk like there's no tomorrow. We've already got 7,000 more litres. So we might add another stage onto the taking care of the cows segment, which is feed the cows, get the milk, sell the milk. Actually, don't sell the milk, wait for a great demand, then rent a truck. Do you need to get slower, you drive slower in the fields? Or if you need to get rid of it? I mean, that's another option, but I don't really want to get rid of it, I want to use it. So sorry, the BGA, that is an option. We've good lord. 95 cows. That was the wrong button. 95 cows, 200,000 litres of milk, and 200,000 litres of slurry, and 15,000 litres of milk. And this is going to need to sink. Turn up variable spray rate. I don't have variable spray rate mod installed. We're probably up to 96 cows now, yep. And 31,000 litres of milk. Is the cornfield... I thought that was a cow for a minute. Is the cornfield ready to harvest? That doesn't look ready to harvest. Are you kidding me? I've got to go longer on this? Corn, when are you usually ready to harvest? Midwinter. Oh, or mid-autumn. Oh. You look ready to harvest, but you're still growing. Right. That's... Oh, no, I've got an idea. 9-day seasons. Diversity. You could sell the Keenan. Good point. Don't actually need the Keenan. Because whenever I fast forward, it's like it in loop. HarryGamer1, thank you for the follow over on the Twitch. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. What was I going to do with this? Oh, yeah, I remember now. I have an idea. I've forgotten my idea. I have the same idea again. Simulate streaming tonight. Dan, has Simulate streamed at all over the last, like, 4 months? The simple answer is probably not. Because it's Simulate, and it doesn't really do the YouTube thing. Like, literally all I've heard him doing over the past several weeks is modding the snot out of 2K19 and getting angry that 2K are shutting down the servers for 2K19 soon. Which is basically what everybody who still plays 2K is using. Has he given up on Farm Sim? I don't want to say he's given up, it's just that he can't be bothered with YouTube at the moment. He's gonna come back when Sandy Bay's out. He has very openly said that. Jerome, guess what? What? I cannot guess, for I am terrible at guessing. Is this going to actually work as herbicide this time? It's working as actual herbicide. Herbicide. Look at the herbicide going down on the field. I'm from Austria, don't you know? My name is Hans me the controller. In school, watching my streams, I didn't work. Well, I mean, that's incredibly dumb. Is that a gaming setup? My PC is more powerful than his, RN. His just looks more impressive. Who's Arnold? My name is Hans. Hans me the controller. Have I started making my own herbicide yet? No, I haven't looked at that mod, cuz. I probably should. Oh, his old desk setup? Yeah, his old desk setup is pretty impressive. Mine is just whatever I can fit on at any given time. Because, like, if you don't know, basically my desk is from here. This is, like, the very edge of my desk here to here. You can see this edge here. Right, like, right under my mic is the edge. So, it's... like, it's difficult to do many things with it, so anytime I do something, like, if I need my Hotas controller up, it comes up. When I'm done, it goes back down to my desk. If I use my wheel comes up, and all the faff to get it set up, and then when I'm done, it goes back under my desk, and all the faff to get it back under. It's really annoying. If I'm doing like writing or like typing, it's fine because I just move my keyboard and some pages. It's not actually that much faff, but what wheel have we got? Logitech G27. It's my baby, but it's not the greatest wheel in the world. There are much better wheels out there. Now, I would actually love to have a Thrustmaster wheel. I'd love to get like a T300 or something like that, but financials say no. Wallet says no to that idea. Yeah, do what AMD does and just throw cores at the problem until it melts, and then take one out. Will Thrustmaster be better than Logitech for wheels? Specifically, yes. Logitech do a lot of stuff very, very well. Wheels, their construction methods are lacking a touch, and Thrustmaster is superior in that aspect. However, as a starter wheel, you're just like, if it's cheaper, get a Logitech because you're not going to notice the difference. I would notice the difference at this point between Thrustmaster and Logitech. Because Thrustmasters are quieter and a bit more powerful. Logitechs are louder and a bit less powerful. And also Thrustmaster tends to get very expensive very quickly. Because yeah, if you want a shifter from Thrustmaster, you're looking at the TH8A, which is about $50 on its own. 50 to $100 on its own. One of the ingredients in herbicide is slurry. Oh, that... See, I don't know if I kind of like the fact that I have to buy herbicide as is. Those master chips are 150. Yeah, like, the TH8A is very expensive. But it is very good, because it's not just... it's not just H pattern, you can also convert it to sequential very easily. Did Alex have an ice cream? I think Alex had an ice cream, or 7. How many tubs of ice cream did you eat, Alex? Was it 6? Or was it 7? After a very, very non-family friendly video call with the person that did it. I was gonna make a joke. Actually, I will make the joke. But I'll do it in the admin room. In Discord, because... SG! You git! Don't send me messages about the damn virus. Open up my phone, there's a message from SG about COVID-19. I'm like, no! No! I'm not talking about it. Better not be the nuked. I mean... you... There we go. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, the admin chat in my Discord has no rules, so once somebody gets admin, they have a room where they can say whatever the hell they like. Oh no, oh no. Alex, no, bold. The character is like, I approve of this joke. It's politically correct, it's just not something I want to say on stream. Carturix just welcomes the chaos that I cause in the admin room constantly. You could make joke about my joke. Fiat Gaming. Also, be glad that I used my phone for that, because I could have tabbed out and used my keyboard and deafened everyone for years. Because my keyboard is quite loud. Especially when I start typing. Because it sounds like I'm slamming it when in fact it's just the button, the sound the keys make. Wish you could see the joke. Well, you can't, so tough luck. What keyboard have I got? I've got an Alrelli something or other. I bought it on Amazon super cheap. It was like €50. And I'm not making that up. I bought a €50 mechanical keyboard on Amazon, and it's actually quite good. You don't need to break the bank to get a good keyboard. Excuse me, I think you mean Clickotron. You've asked for it now, Alex. Whoops. There you go. Bought yours for 30 quid and it's fine. Yeah, you don't need to break the bank for a good keyboard. Don't break the keyboard. Like, seriously, that's just the noise that it makes when I type. I'm not hitting the keys particularly hard. It sounds a lot louder because, number one, my mic's directly over it, and number two, I've got it propped up because I'm typing a lot now. And it was starting to hurt my wrist earlier when I didn't have it propped. And it's like typing stand, so that's probably part of the reason that it sounds a bit more damaging than it actually is. On the bright side, I 100% know when I'm pressing a key. Anything with the word gaming on a product page, sales page will be guaranteed 10% more expensive. Yeah, anything with the word gaming will be a hell of a lot more expensive. Because the gaming sticker is like what they're selling you. It's honestly like buying branded clothing. Like you're paying for just a badge when you buy branded clothing. Like I'm one of these people that I don't give a damn about branded crap. I will quite happily get all of my clothes in Primark because like at least some of their stuff is visually acceptable. You bought gaming water, it cost you $10.50 a bottle. I literally buy like the water I get in the 5-litre drums is from Aldi. I don't care. It's drinkable, it's liquid, it's water, it's not, you know, poison. I don't care how artisanal or what mountain it's off or whatever, any of that crap. It's like, it's water, I drink it, it's good. I've just realized I don't know what comes after canola in my crop rotation. What comes after canola in my crop rotation? Ooh, barley. And the other field is going into canola. So we're going to be getting some straw off this field next round, which is nice. We got Aldi over here? Yeah, there's one down the road. You buy branded clothes? Like, I mean, it's fine if the clothes are like particularly good. That's what I look for on the label. 0% poison when buying water. Exactly. It's the sign. It's the sign of good water when they've got a giant sticker on saying "guaranteed no poison." You drink tap water? I don't like the tap water here. There's something off about it. Like, I'll use it for tea and whatnot, but just drinking it, I don't know. What the hell? Stay on your own side of the road, jackass. You buy Ballygowan or Riverrock just to be safe? No. Stuff in Aldi comes from basically the same place. And I'm excited for Sandy Bay. Nope, absolutely nobody. Not heard a peep out of anybody with regards to Sandy Bay. Nobody cares about Sandy Bay. True fact. 100% true, not making it up. Disclaimer, maybe slightly made up. Can I plant barley at this, like, this early in... Oh my god, I can plant How early will the harvest be if I plant barley now? Because, like, now I'm curious. What happens if you plant in early autumn? That's smart water? Smart water is just tap water, dude. It's literally just tap water. Excuse me, can I have the seed? Thank you. Yum. Seeder, eat the seeds. Right. Let's get over to the field. This shouldn't need refilling. The indicators on this are hilariously useless. Because they're so tiny, no human will ever be able to see them. All water comes from ground, labels, what changes the price? Pretty much. How much does TeamSpeak cost? I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay for the TeamSpeak server we use. In fact, nobody does. It's an Nitrado server that Landy gets because he's sponsored by them. Early autumn draws midsummer harvest, you remember, right? Ooh. Ooh. Smooth. Yeah, that's gonna work for me. Because then I can plant the canola in the other field as soon as I got that harvested. And before people start complaining about 3-meter cedar again. Person who did it has admitted it and the other person still doesn't believe it. What you do, Alex? What you do is you tell the person that doesn't believe you that they're completely entitled to their opinion, just like everybody is, despite the fact that their opinion is 100% wrong and based on absolutely zero information. Anybody who whinges about 3-meter stuff mustn't be Irish. I know! Like, I've seen maybe a 4-meter cedar, but that's about as big as I've seen. Just look at how much of the field we do in one pass. I mean, that's perfect. That's perfectly acceptable. And I'm not even kidding. Your mom's cremated some chips. It's pretty realistic for Irish drilling in general. Like, as hideously slow as it is in Farm Sim, and I will admit it is hideously slow, this is very realistic for Arden. There's 5 furrow plows, maybe 6 at a push. 4 or 5 furrow plows. Oddly, 6-meter cultivators are pretty common because they fold. And then 3-meter drills because they're cheap. Oh no. Oh, what's oh no about? What have you done now, Alex? People have less patience in farms than in real life. This is also true. Vegetarians... So vegetable rolls. Four or 5. I've seen a couple of 6s RN. Like, I'll grant people 6 furrow plows. Because I have seen a couple, but they're still pretty rare. You got your 4 or 5 furrow plow, inexplicable 6-meter cultivator because it folds, and you want that bit done quickly, I suppose. And then a 3 to 4 meter cedar at most, unless it's like a huge contractor where they might have a 6 meter cedar. But by and large, you won't get more than 5 furrows and a 3 meter cedar. You like using the side markers? I don't, because they don't work very well in Farm Sim, historically. Like, it's the one thing that is very difficult for Giants to get right. Now, I'll grant it them. Because of the way the fields are done for ease of calculations, the ridge markers don't tend to work very well. Have I seen Farmer Phil on YouTube? I don't tend to watch farming YouTube at all. I don't know, like, I've been big into watching history YouTubers lately. I've been watching Between Two Wars on I can't remember what the name of the channel is. I've got to open another tab. But I've been watching that, covering the trend, which covers the transition between World Wars 1 and 2, and kind of how the world ended up in the position it was in 1936. Up to about, I think, 1920... 29 now, I think I'm at it, because I think the one that I'm on currently is the Wall Street crash. But it might be 27, because they do kind of jump about a small bit just to cover topics a bit more fully. Farmers have allowed themselves need to spend more time focusing on farming, not making themselves look pretty brilliant today. I don't know if I agree with that, RN. Like, what they're doing is they're making a side business, effectively. It's real life farming is chaotic because they do farm sim sometimes. Well, in that case, he needs to focus on the farming. But like what some farmers do, you look at how farms work. He made a side business out of the YouTube channel, and he's milking it for all he can get out of it. Now that might sound like a complaint, but like, while I don't like his content, I have to admit he's done a really good job on the business side, where his YouTube channel is like giving him tons of stuff to demo and promote, and he's making bank out of it. Like, his farm is profitable probably because of the YouTube channel. I would say the same is probably true of one lonely farmer, the Funky Farmer. His farm is probably only profitable because he does so many media appearances and has his YouTube channel. I can't imagine that his farm would make any money otherwise, because he keeps complaining about how little he makes. One lonely farmer is a bit of a weird one, that he makes but tons of money and just uses YouTube as a fun side thing to whinge constantly. And, you know, make fun of New Holland. Ollie's farm needs to get himself worked. Like, as much as I enjoy YouTube, some people shouldn't be on it. I probably shouldn't. One of them. But like, hobby farmers, some of them. I mean, some of them, like, sure, they've got small farms, but if they're making profit, that's all that matters. You know, it's a business at the end of the day, RN. Doesn't matter how big or small the farm is. If they're making money through the methods they have for their business, which for some will include the YouTube channel. For the YouTube for the vlogging farmers, it will include the YouTube channel as part of the farm business. If it's making money for them, and they're making profit, there is no problem with that. If they're losing money because they're doing YouTube, then yeah, they'll have to, they should reconsider, but I don't like OLF, because he rubs me up the wrong way, and I can't watch him without going into a bad mood. I can't say how much the farm is revolving around content, but that's their business. That's literally their business, RN is. Their business is they are an agricultural vlogger. They make agricultural videos, whether they're educational or entertaining or whatever. Their business, for the guys whose farms revolve around content, is the content. And the farm is effectively, as much as you dislike it, the farm is effectively a set. Walker got it right. Nobody does YouTube wrong, except Logan Paul. Nobody does YouTube wrong. There's as many ways to do YouTube as there are YouTubers. But, like, I don't think it's fair to say that a vlogger who happens to also be a farmer shouldn't revolve the farm around their content. Because they're running two businesses at once, and if they can get those two businesses to synergize and to sync up, then they absolutely should, because it'll make them more money. If they can get more content out of everything, then they'll make more money, and if the content is better. Can't see how I can mention the Paul family. Easy, they should be banned, especially Logan. Jake's not much better, but they should be banned. Or Logan definitely should have been banned at the time. But because they're Disney kiddies and YouTube loves Disney family friendly stuff, they don't get as much out of YouTube as they used to, because, like, you might notice that they're absolutely milking merch. He shouldn't have gone away with what he did in Japan. That should have been a ban. If it was anybody but Logan Paul, they would have been banned. As far as I'm aware, he's still banned from Japan, though, after that entire incident, because it wasn't just that one solitary thing that he did. It was a series of escalations that he managed to do over there that got Japan so angry they banned him. PewDiePie's a dumbass at times. Like, the character PewDiePie is a dumbass. But I mean, he at least admits when he does stuff wrong. For the most part. Sure, he's made crappy excuses from time to time too. But, like, at least he admits, hey, I've been a dumbass. I don't like PewDiePie though. I respect him for admitting, not frequently, but admitting occasionally when he's wrong. That gains my respect, and the fact that he's so successful as well gains my respect. But I don't know. I just don't like the character he portrays. I don't like the PewDiePie character. Never really have. But you know, the fact that he's the single biggest YouTuber, the biggest single YouTuber, says a lot. Jake Paul threatened to sue YouTube. He would have lost. They should have banned Logan and taken the win. YouTube terms of service say YouTube can remove you from the service for any and/or no reason. I prefer YouTubers to do this rather than like I'll be honest, cause I'm a bit of a persona, cause out like away from YouTube I'm a hell of a lot quieter. But it's more or less me. By orange or blue. If it doesn't come in pink, I'm not happy. Plus, like, the red one is pretty good. Even legal action couldn't stop YouTube. YouTube's terms of service are very well written. And in fact, any website in the world will have a term saying, we can remove your access to the service for any and/or no reason. Most people on YouTube are persona. It's kind of the way things work on YouTube, is you gotta play a role. Like, I play the Rainbow Dave role, who's an idiot. And I think you guys know that some of the stuff that I do is kind of roleplay. Well, okay, a lot of the dumb ideas I have are just me trying dumb stuff. But there's a bit of roleplay to it too. Jake Paul got his clout for Disney, so did Logan. That's where they came from. Like, they're Disney golden boys, that's literally all they did. They've never been actual humans in their lives. They've never had to struggle for anything. Everything's just been handed to them on a golden platter, and that's why they are the way they are. In any case, it is like 7:05, and I have been going for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Oh, good lord, I actually started on time today. I noticed at the end of the stream that I started on time. Yeah, everybody's got a persona they play. So, YouTubers just kind of turn that up a bit. Or a lot of them do. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with probably Flight Sim, where it's going to be super chill, and I'm going to fly a plane. Because I like Flight Sim. Or it's going to be X-Plane, I should say, not Flight Sim. I'm not allowed to stream Flight Sim. Yet. Yeah, we're going to fly a plane tomorrow. Feel free to come check that out and hang out and talk about planes and stuff. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.